Hello guys, this is George, founder of Happy Leads. We recently changed our website, and because we changed the website, we also had to change the signature of my email. For example, that was the older signature. This is the new one. So a couple of things here. Iterations is the best weapon when it comes down to improving a product, improving the design. What we figured out is that you are going to win a lot more if you iterate very fast. So at some point we took the decision to move to this signature. I don't want even to show you how it was before. It was very bad. And that was, in my mind, at the point, the best possible way. Before I start looking into this, I thought that this is the best possible way to achieve a very good signature. Right now, this is the best possible way. So for me to create the next version, because I created this blockage in my mind that, this is the best possible version, but I'm sure there is another version that is better than this. It's just that my mind is now blocked because I just designed this. So I came up with this version right now, and I will be blocked for at least 3 or 6 months or 1 year, right? If I manage to reduce the time that I'm blocked and I can iterate this in the next month, for example, and I can make a better version of this, and if I keep doing this for the next months, if once every 2 months, for example, I keep updating the signature, I will get better results than coming back the next year and just do, another version. Because while you iterate, you have this moment of, you look into something that is old. Before I start designing this part, I look into this and I say, okay, I don't like this anymore. It used to be the best version, but I don't like it. And then you start designing it, and you come to this point that you left out of any ideas, and then you are blocked. You need to take some time off this specific task, work on something else, and then you need to come back to this. And that principle of iterations and how you can shorten those iterations is something that can make your product much better. Because if you find a way to reduce the time that your mind is blocked, and you can always try to shorten this cycle, and you can always iterate and keep improving the product in less time, you will come up with something really good, really great, very soon. So I'm looking forward to keep iterating in a much shorter time period and keep improving this slowly, so we can get a more professional look and feel of our website, our signature pages, so we can make this a much more professional product. At some point, someone told me that Happy Leads, it looks so playful, it's not like a business related, logo. Then, initially it was that the case. So if you look the initial logo, we have changed a lot since the very beginning. So that was the very first logo. That was the Happier Leads, like playful, unprofessional logo. Then we moved into this one. That was still not very professional. Then we moved into this version. And right now we moved to this one. So this is the current state. Possibly, like we took a name that looks not so professional, and we turned the branding, the colors, the smoothness, we try to make the logo itself quite serious enough to change the personality of the world itself. It was like Happier Leads, it doesn't look really professional, but we shift around the brand to look more professional. And the name now, the weight that the name has when you were at this logo versus to what the brand now says with the new logo, it just gives you two completely different messages of how more serious the business is currently than when it was 5 years ago. So if I was able to iterate faster and I was creating those 5 different versions not in a 5-year period, but I was able to figure it out and come up with those 5 iterations in the first 5 months or 6 months, it is very possible that I will be at this point in month 6 if I was keep iterating, having obviously that time off and coming back. But it comes also down to priorities, because if designing logo is not your highest priority, obviously it doesn't really worth to iterate 6 times over the logo. But the principle is that you start with the first version, you try to improve it as much as you can, you stop, you take this pause for a moment, you start working on something else, and then you come back to it, creating another version until you have the desired result. Thanks a lot for your time. See you to the next episode.